銀河鉄道39。
Okay, let's finish off Chapter 3 of Volume 8 of Galaxy Express 39. I don't remember what the title is, so let's take a look. And it was, oh right, The Rebellion of C-62. Hanran. The engine car just kind of like took off. It stopped and then took off. There was some talk of a test for Tetsuro, and the whole theme of the scrolls and stuff have been about boredom and things like that. So there's a natural pause in the chapter. We'll finish off here. And the conductor had brought out a bunch of books for Tetsuro to read. Instead of reading them, apparently he's playing dominoes with the books.これでTetsuroさんが38点。With this, Mr. Tetsuro, it's 38 points. Meitoru-sama ga 36点. Lady Meitoru, 36 points. Watashi ga 3点. And me, 3 points. So I guess they're playing like how many books can you knock over? どうやらTetsuroの優勝ね. I guess like somehow or another, it's Tetsuro's victory championship, isn't it? That's one way to pass the time. Okay, this is odd. This is odd. It's sort of like a splash page, but it's still the same chapter. I would be curious if how they publish these chapters, because clearly, again, there was like a natural ending, but it's the same chapter. It's still chapter 3, but this looks like, like a break page, like it would say chapter 3, part 2 or something. Okay. Anyway, music or something. Okay. Meitoru is playing guitar, clapping, singing, dancing. Ore, which I guess is ole. Okay, what do we have here now? A couple of very tall panels. Let's zoom in and see what this is about. Are kara mo 58時間空間に停止している. Okay, so after that thing, already 58 hours in space stopping. So I guess they've been stopped in space already now for 58 hours. Jōkyaku no yōsu wa dou da? The passenger's appearance or manner, as for that, how is it? Basically, how are the passengers doing? And again, remember, there was some sort of mention about a test. Now, it was specifically directed about Tetsuro, but anyway. 別に異常はありません. As for other abnormalities, they do not exist. So nothing abnormal. 平然としています. It's heizen, which is just flat. Calm, composed. Heizen to, calm, composed, you say? ジタバタする様子もないわけか? Jitabata, that's like to be agitated, right? Jitabata. Yeah, kicking and struggling, doing that manner, even that is not existing. Is that it? So that's right. So apparently there's like two people talking here. That's right. ここに星の鉄路東洋少年は? So that's right. especially as for that boy called Tetsuro Hoshino, jika no kuhoho o kokoro eteru yo deshite. Methods for eating or absorbing time is like kokoro ete. Knowledgeable. Knowledgeable or understanding of ways to eat, of methods for eating time appears to be. Okay. そうか、時間のくほほのか、ほほおか. I see. Methods for absorbing or eating time. 予想通りだな. It's according to forecast or prediction, isn't it? 地球本社の銀河管理客やトレーダー分岐点の管理局分室は This is a bunch of like offices and organizations. 機関車の停車について知ってるのか? So the Earth headquarters Galaxy Administration Office and the Trader Bunki 10 Crossroads Administration Office Bunshitsu. The annex for the administration office of the Trader Crossroads. As for that, all those offices, the engine car, it's being stopped. Are they aware of it? Do they aware that about the stopping of the engine car? Which is kind of funny because like the engine car it stopped, but then it went on without them. No. 何も掴んではいません. So no. Yeah, so they haven't grasped on or grabbed hold of anything. So they haven't understood what's going on. Yeah, the other meaning here is understand. This is a good example where the fan translation kind of gets it not right, I don't think. So this is, I think, correct. Kenmei ni sagashite imasu. Searching for Kenmei. Wisdom? No. Searching for earnestness. I guess that's like searching for earnestly, risking one's life. It does make it sound like they're looking for the train. So maybe. All right. Okay, a planet. Megalopolis Chuo Eki. So the megalopolis central station. This is, I think, supposed to be Earth. Yeah, and this is the Ginga Tetsudo Honsha, the Galaxy Railway headquarters, Tetsudo Kanri Kyoku. The railway administrative headquarters. Kikansha ga jikko demo nai no ni kyakusha o oite itte shimatta. So the engine car, even with an accident not existing, so even though the engine car didn't have any accidents, the passengers, it left them behind and went. Hey, Winsing, how's it going? Happy Wednesday Eve. トレーラーの分室では何か情報はないのか？ない? Okay, so, and as for at the trader annex office, as for some sort of report, it doesn't exist? Nothing? Doesn't exist? Like there's no information at the trader annex office? Okay, so it sounds like they're now just getting familiar with the situation, that the engine car has left. I'm also getting paranoid that Kikansha does not... Yeah, the engine. Okay. I want to make sure. Okay, this is presumably inside the headquarters where the people are continuing to talk. So let's zoom in and see what they're saying. Kikansha ga kanari kyoku no control o hanareta. The engine car separated from the control of the administration office? そんなことは不可能だ. That's sort of a thing. As for it, it's impossible. It's not possible. 機関車に自分の意思はない. To the engine car, self-will, as for that, does not exist. So the engine car has no self-will of its own. Kukan Kidojo no doko ka ni iru wa oh. This is a good example of a bad placement of this. This is not wa, that's hazu. Kukan Kidojo. So like in addition or on top of the space railway, somewhere existing ought to be. Okay, so the engine car. Saying the engine car ought to be existing somewhere on the space rails. Zenryoko o agete sagase. Agete. I guess like search and give full strength. Or like, yeah. Why agete? That just means increase. Increase searching to full strength. Maybe that's what that means. Hey, Catalogic, how's it going? Yeah, so like search and increase at full strength. Tsugi no teisha eki hebi meru da. Hebi meru da. Tsugi no teisha eki hebi meru da kara mo sensa sha o dase. Okay, so the next train stopping station, which sounds like heavy metal, hebi meruda, or either that or snake melder, but probably heavy meruda, metal, or something like that. From that even, sensor car send out. So it's just that. Also send out a sensor car from the next station, which is this heavy metal, whatever it is. Okay, so there's the train. Well, train minus the engine car. Omigurushii mono o go hiro itashimashita. Omigurushi. I need to relighten this. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Omigurushi. Omigurushi mono o go hiro. Go hiro itashimashita. So like I've gotten I've gotten fatigued or weary with the unsightly things. Omikurushi mono o go hiro itashimashita. Huh. Totemo o jouzu yo. I think this is more about him dancing. So maybe it's more about like unsightly. I become tired and unsightly. Maybe that's kind of like it. Like, whoo, I'm tired. Otsukare-sama. Totemo o jouzu desu. That was very skillful. Very well done. Tetsuro isn't wearing a rag. Yeah, he typically only wears that when they go out, right? Skosh yasumimashou ka? A little bit, shall we rest? Kikansha wa mada modoranai wa? As for the engine car, still not returning. Yeah, the poncho. 60時間か? 60 hours? 人暴れすれば安らかに寝られる. Okay, so 人暴れ. Abare sureba. Okay, like one, or if a little bit act violently, if I do a little bit of acting violently or being riotous, yasu raka, calmly will be able to sleep. Oh, okay. I guess he's saying, I'm going to be a little bit like doing something energetic, acting violently, and then I'll be able to sleep better, calmly. 列車の端から端まで徒歩競争してみようか? So the trains from end to the end, a race, a toho kyoso. Toho kyo. Yeah, foot race. Shall we try to do? Shall we try to do a foot race from one end to the other of the train? Hashi. Hashi means a lot of things in Japanese, including a bridge and chopsticks, but it also means the end, the extremities. So yeah, hashi kara hashimare is from one end to the other. Yarimashou! Let's do it! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Da, da, da. Is he sticking out his tongue? Dochaku. That's Meitoru saying, like, arrival at the same time. What would that be? A tie? Yeah, it's arriving at the same time. Oyari ni naru. Oyari ni naru. It's becoming oyari. I think that's just doing it. Like, it became doing. That's a polite way to put it. The oyari ni naru. I don't think it will mean anything else. Yeah. Ha, ha, out of breath. Shasho-san mo da yo. Mr. Conductor also is. Whew. So I guess oyari ni naru can mean like being tired or something. Kikansha wa konai shi skoshi neta hou ga ii yo. As for the engine car, it's not arriving. A little bit sleeping direction is good. So we should sleep a little bit because the engine car isn't coming. Yosh. That's kind of yawning. All right. 30時間くらい寝てやるぞ. We'll do sleeping for about 30 hours. You just sleep right there. Suya. That's sleeping. Okay. Oh. Oh. Zoo, 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 zoo. So the engine car appears to be returning. Sweet dreams. Oh, okay. I guess whatever business it has is over. Yeah, all's well that we'll see. Gokon. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Owa. Gakun. Kikansha ga modotte kita wa, Tetsuro. The engine car has returned and has come back and returned, Tetsuro. Ah. Shingo mo ao ni kawatte ra. Huh. The signal, the traffic light, also to green or blue has changed. Or is changing. Okay. There's that traffic signal. Oh. And they're off again. Nakaraku gomewaku o okake itashimashita. Okay, so I guess so for like a long annoyance or a long troublesome okake. Gomewaku okake. I guess for maybe like for encountering a long annoyance, or yeah, we encountered a long annoyance or a long interruption. Resha wa 74時間遅れて発車いたしました. As for the train, 74-hour late departure did. So the train has departed 74 hours late. 次の停車駅は、フィメールの思い出. As for the next train stopping station, it's the memory of female. Memory of female. フィメールの思い出? The memory of female? Yeah, okay. どうかしたのかメーテル? のかいメーテル? What's wrong, メーテル? そんななの駅はこの路線にはないわ. That's sort of a named station, or as for a station with that sort of a name, as for on this line, it does not exist. So a train with that, or a station with that name doesn't exist on this line. That would make sense, sort of, because at headquarters, they said the next station was like, what, heavy metal? So that's interesting. 確かに、フィメールの思い出と言ったよ. Certainly said female's memory. 何か勘違いしたのかもね? I guess like something like must be mistaken. Something did a mistake. Yeah, I kind of wonder if we'll see about a resolution about where the train car went. とにかく哲郎はテストに合格したわ。In any case, as for Tetsuro, the test did passing. So you passed the test, Tetsuro. Testo? Test? So, 時間を食べるテストにね. That's right. A time eating test to that, you know? Like, yeah, that's right. On a time eating test. 時間を食べるテスト? Huh? A test on eating time? So da to shitara taikutsu de omoroshiku nai testo da na. I guess I see. If that's the case, then with boredom and a not interesting test it is. Like that was a boring and not interesting test. Speed eating, right? Speed eating with time. So, 宇宙で一番退屈なテスト. That's right. In the universe, it's the number one boring test. Okay? Now, question Tetsuro should be asking is like, why was he subjected to this test? Okay, back to the voices. So maybe they'll say something. Hoshino Tetsuro wa goukaku da. So as for Hoshino Tetsuro, it's passing the test. Mimamotte iyo. In the manner of like watching over? Yeah, like that's kind of like like watch over him. In the manner of watching over. しかし、星野哲郎の本当の目的は何だ? However, Hoshino Tetsuro's true objective, as for that, what is it? 機械の体をタダでもらって機械の体になるんだと本人は a machine body for free receiving and a machine body becoming, that's what it is. As for the person himself, I'm not sure why honnin wa. Yeah, the person himself. So as for the person himself, it's that. That's what he wants, I guess. Hoshino Tetsuo wa 母親を機械伯爵に殺された機械カジノに組んでいる. Okay, so as for Hoshino Tetsuro, mother, by the mechanical count, was killed, and mechanical people, or mechanized people, hating. He hates mechanical people because his mother was killed by the machine count. その哲郎が機械の体をなぜ欲しがるんだ? That Tetsuro, why a machine body? Why desiring? Why is he wanting a machine body? わかりません. I don't know. 惑星ヘビメタルメルダ. So it's not, it seems like heavy metal, but that would be metaru. So this is meruda. Maybe it's like reversed on purpose. Anyway, heavy meruda. あたりへ行けばはっきりするでしょう。あそこには. Okay, so I don't know. The planet Heavy Meruda Atarie. If go to the vicinity of that planet, or to the area of that planet, clearly doing will probably become clear as we're in that place. Okay? So that's interesting. I want to check in Meruda. Yeah, okay, it's nothing. And Hebi. I mean, Hebi again can mean snake, but that's not what we would have here. Hebi. Yeah, see, heavy metal is heavy meta. Meruda. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get push it into the dictionary. It's probably a way to have something that sounds cool, but it's not like straight up the word. But we'll find out. Okay. Well, we'll see whether it's the next chapter because you said the memory of female. Here we go. This is the last chapter, or the last page of the chapter. We get the train going off and our closing summary. Oh, what do we have here? 終わりがないかもしれない時間が流れ場所がこの大宇宙だ。Okay. So, probably not ending, time, flowing place, this great universe is. So this great universe is a place where the flow of time probably doesn't have an end. そこで in that place, 自分の信念を貫けるのは貫ける persisting, going through, piercing, penetrating. Okay, in that place, as for piercing or persisting with confidence in oneself, 時間を食べて耐え抜く才能のあるものだけだ. It's only people that have the genius or the talent to endure and eat time. Okay, so again, this great big universe, it's a place where the flow of time probably doesn't have an end. In that place, in such a place, as for persisting with confidence in oneself, it's only people that have the talent for enduring and eating time. Okay. と、銀河鉄道の空間レールを設計した偉大な男は記録してる。離れる接待。Reception? No. I guess it's setsutai. No? Oh, it's sekkei. Oi. Plan, design, layout. As for a great person planned the space railway of the galaxy railway, that's what they said, or that's what they recorded. As for the great man who planned the space railway of the galaxy railway, that's that quote he made. And that's how it's recorded. That's the recording being done. Okay? しかし, however, 時間を食べても残るのはやはり時間なのだ. However, time, even if you eat it, even if eating time, as for the thing that remains, as one would expect, it's time. So basically, even if you eat time, all that's left is more time. Wow. Okay. Interesting. That is the end of chapter 3. All right. We will pick up next time with chapter 4. We'll see whether it is actually Himeru no Omoide or whether it is Hebimeru da or something else. Who knows? It looks like the Shasho-san's up to something. We'll see what that's all about next time.